Hello, my name is Dennis LaGear. Today at HEN I'm going to be talking about the 45 GPM at 100 PSI Wildland Nozzle. This one's an 1.5" couplings. Alright, some of the things I want you to discuss right away is about water placement. Water placement's kind of the unsung hero of suppression. You want to do it good to get the most efficiency out of a nozzle design, right? So we want to meet critical flow in the fuel package, but we want our droplets to be large. We want our long reaching streams to be tight and compact, and we want an enhancement. This nozzle creates a bladed pattern that will help us apply water to get a wet line or work the green and black line with the most efficiency. All right, so here we go. It's very simple design, 1.5" couplings. To the right, you get a tight 45 gallons a minute at 100 PSI inlet pressure. And in the bladed mode, you get about a 2 to 3 foot wide stream in front of you, about 8 to 10 feet that you can work along. Now, it's 45 gallons a minute. You're not gonna always want 45 gallons a minute, but we always want you to have the 45 gallons a minute for safety if you want it. So it's a fixed orifice nozzle, but what we can do is we can reduce nozzle pressure. Now, what do I mean by that? It's 45 gallons a minute at 100 PSI. We're gonna pump the friction loss in the hose like we're always flowing 45 gallons a minute. How will I lower the nozzle pressure? Well, here at HEN, we have a patented shutoff, this HEN 100, which is a 1-inch shutoff, 1-inch waterway. And inside, if you look down, you can see kind of a half moon there. And I can pass a pen along the bottom. It's not a full ball valve. So essentially you can gate down the shutoff. So if I screw these two things together, which is the way they would be in the field, if I'm always pumping for 45 gallons a minute, anytime I go to the full open position, I'm gonna have the safety and the knockdown power of that 45 GPM, either in the tight or bladed. Now let's say I get into some grass and it's only 2 to 3 foot flame lengths, I'm doing a progressive relay or mobile attack, I can, as the nozzleman, bail this down, and around halfway with this inlet pressure at 100, what you end up is with a 50 PSI nozzle pressure and a flow that's closer to 30 gallons a minute. The other thing, as nozzle pressure drops, it becomes less forceful. Why is that important? We don't want our water to turn into mud. We want to wet the top mineral soil so we have good holding, but we also want to coat the fuel package really well. Whether it's some small bushes or some grass, we don't want our water to overshoot or spray or hit too hard when we're working close. Now remember, if I come along and I go, oh look, there's a bush inside the black here that's still flaming and I want my 45 GPM and my full reach, all I gotta do is pull all the way back, go to the tight mode, I'm there. Then I'm coming back to work my line, I can go to this and I can take my blade and work the edge. So you'll see good videos of this elsewhere on the website, but honestly, I've been in the fire service around 30 years, specifically focusing on hose and nozzles, and the more I think about this bladed and tight pattern, it fixes the traditional problems of having a smoothbore nozzle and having to have some sort of pattern with your thumb or baling or some sort of material to try to get a quasi-bladed pattern that's never consistently produced. Or if you have a fog nozzle and you go to the fog position and you get a mist of small droplets that just blows away and you don't get good suppression. So this isn't a problem looking for a solution. This is a solution for the wildland firefighter that's absolutely critical, that is addressing known problems. Large droplets, wind resistant, you're able to alter your nozzle pressure and volume using the shutoff, and you produce a much better pattern, that bladed pattern. Honestly, you want to be on the bladed pattern for like 95% of your suppression. I can't wait to see you guys adopt it out there in the world. Everyone that's used it has come back and said they have never used a better wildland nozzle.